Hello again and welcome to RC Model Reviews once more. Today I'm looking at this. Well, I've already looked at this. This is the Turnigy 9XR and lots of people are using these. As I said in my review, which is online, you can look at it on this channel, this two-part review, is I was not that impressed considering the things they could have done with this radio versus to what they actually did, basing on the 9X. The original 9X was a good radio. It still is a good radio. I like it. I use them a lot. But this could have been so much better than it is, but having said that, it's still remarkable value for money, and in some areas it is better than the 9X. So lots of people have bought these, lots of people love them, but there's a bit of a problem. Not with the radio, but these are available at $50-something, cheap as beans, but they don't come with a module. And sure, you can buy a FreeSky module, and you're going to be paying, what, with the FreeSky module and a receiver, you're looking then at something like, I don't know, another $30 or something, is another $40. So it becomes a $90 radio, plus a bit of shipping. It's getting up there, it's getting expensive. So what if you've already got a 9X, and you just want to upgrade to the 9XR? Well, unfortunately, Turnigy don't sell the module that you find in the back of the Turnigy 9X radio. The Turnigy system, the FlySky system, actually frequency hopping system, which is, it's not the best in the world, but it's pretty damn good. It's certainly more than adequate for foamies and that sort of thing. Lacks failsafe is my biggest criticism, but if you're flying foamies, AXNs, that sort of thing, then it's a perfectly adequate system, certainly light years ahead of Spectrum DSM2. So why can't you buy a module for this radio? Because when you upgrade from a Turnigy 9X to a 9XR, you're going to have to upgrade your receivers as well. Now, a lot of people might have, because they're so cheap, they might have dozens of those FlySky, the Turnigy 9X receivers, and they work quite well. The 8 channels are big, but the 6 channel receiver is nice and small, and it works really well. It's got top pin, and the 9 channel has the end pin, or it's 8 channel really. So what do? You just bought one of these and you realize, oh my goodness, I'm going to have to replace all my receivers. If I put a FreeSky module or a Spectrum module or something else in this radio, what can I do? Well, I'll tell you what you can do. You can take the module out of your old 9X and put it in here. And this is how I've done it on this one. So let's take a look at what I've done here. Now you can see I've got the module. This is the original Turnigy module. The back is over here. This is the one that comes out of the 9X that comes with a module. I've taken the back off. I have unsoldered the original antenna, which I've kept in a bag here. See, I've done a few of these. There's the original antenna out of the Turnigy 9X radio with the standard system. And I unsoldered it from up here. It's just a tiny little couple of solder pads there. You've got to be a bit careful with that. And as you know, inside ways you've seen in the past, if you looked at my review of the Turnigy 9XR, there's an antenna built into the thing. It sits in the handle. Now this is the lead. I've removed this also. It has a sleeve dipole up here, and down the other end here it has one of these RF connectors which you just push fit into the plastic in the transmitter. Now I removed that because I don't have to spend money on a matching socket for this. So what I did was I bought an alternative antenna. You can buy these things online. I think I got this one from High Model. Came in a little bag like this. And what you get here for your money is, let me show you. It is a sleeved dipole, like so, with a micro FL connector on the end. So these are actually quite handy because you can replace the standard antennas on your receivers, such as your FreeSky receivers, with these. Get a little bit of extra range because it's got a sleeve dipole. Gives you just a bit more range out of your radio gear. That's quite nice if you really want to go the maximum distance. Then simply unplug the existing bare wire receiver antennas and plug in one of these. Gives you a bit of extra range. So I've got a few of these. I bought a few of these. I haven't fitted them to any radios yet because I'm going to do some range tests, just see how much extra range they do give you. But what I've done is, to make things nice and easy, if I take the back away here, you can see I have, it's all a bit of a tangle because one of the downsides of this is you can't easily take the back off. So I have drilled a hole in the, let's put this back here, drill a hole in the back of the module. Now there was a hole already here, which was for the old setup. I drilled a new hole because it has to match up with the hole in the back of the module socket. So that's been drilled in there. So the module can now plug in like so, nice and firmly. And that means that the wire to this Boda antenna here, or Boda I'll call it, it's a sleeve dipole. Sleeve dipole runs through the same place that the old antenna did. And as I put it together, it's going to be a bit of a fiddle, but who cares? As I put it together, I'm going to relocate that sleeve dipole up here in the handle, where the original one came from. So once this is all together, we'll have the module, the original Turnigy frequency hopping system that works with, the receivers that, these nice cheap receivers. This is the 8 channel one, and there is a 6 channel one available in that bag there. And all it takes is finding an old module here. Now lots of people have upgraded their 9Xs to FreeSky, and that's why I've got so many of these things laying around. So if you can find someone who's upgraded, or if you've upgraded another radio yourself, then you can use the old module in your 9XR. Simple as that. Now I'm going to put the back on. As I said, one of the downsides of this is it's not easy to get the back off and on because this wire is going to be permanently in there. But as you know, with the 9XR, it's got the little jack here for reprogramming. So there's really no reason why you'd ever need to have to take the back off once you've done this modification. So I'm not too worried about that. And it does mean it's the only install that of the 9XR which won't have an antenna poking out the back, because it's going to have the antenna in the handle. So here we go, here is the 9XR, and as you can see there's a module in the back. That's that Turnigy module, but the aerial is internal. It's actually in the handle here, as I showed you. And so it's a nice, neat, actually sort of setup, isn't it? Nothing hanging out the back. And when you put it down, it's not rocking on an antenna or of a module or whatever. It's actually the way it's supposed to be. So there we go, that's the Turnigy or FlySky system installed in there. And here's the receiver. Now bound these two, so let's turn it on and oops, see if it will work. Okay, plug in the thing. Oh, it's already plugged in. That's all going. So let's see if it actually works now. Is it going to do anything? Look at that. Brilliant. So yes, it's a success, folks. You can put the old Turnigy module into the 9XR if you want to use all these old receivers with your new radio. There you go. Simple as. Any questions? Put them on the bottom of the video. Any comments? Do the same. And if you like the video, give it a thumbs up so other people will find it. Thanks for watching. See you again soon on RC Model Reviews.